Hey, what's going on, everybody? So, it's another week, another Feminist Challenge 2K17. And this week, it is all about taking a pregnancy test. Oh yes, taking a pregnancy test. And I do want to say, before we get started with this, the woman, I believe her name is Lydia, actually, who runs the Feminist 2K Challenge, she sent me an email, and she actually really liked my first video. And I really appreciate that. Thank you very much, Lydia. I think that's wonderful. So this next one is take a pregnancy test, and let's see what the email says. This week, take a pregnancy test. A variety of circumstances, many joyful, call for a pregnancy test. Taking a pregnancy test in any mood counts for this challenge. For double points, I have a more complex challenge to simulate what you might physically feel like if you were testing an unplanned pregnancy. Follow these steps. Number 1. Pull an all-nighter. In the wee hours of the morning, read political news, check your bank account, do more sit-ups than you normally do, clean your toilet with one hand while eating an unhealthy snack with your other hand, and read something old. The first emails you ever sent, a love letter you wrote to an ex, the first post you ever posted on social media, something like that. Number 2. In the morning, don't shower and don't eat breakfast. Number 3. Go about your day without telling anyone about your night. When you have a break, go to the drugstore and buy a box of 2 pregnancy tests and take it to the bathroom. Number 4. Now, take the first test. 5. While you're sitting on the toilet, watch this and read this. Take the second test just to be sure. Finally, throw away the test and leave the drugstore without making eye contact with anyone. I look forward to your test results. In solidarity, Lydia. Well, I'm not necessarily going to follow the directions for the absolute bonus points, but what I am going to do is I'm going to go to the store with my wife, and we're going to go buy some pregnancy tests, and then we're going to take them and see what happens. So, fuck it, let's go. So, are you excited, baby? We're going to go get a pregnancy test. We're going to see if I'm pregnant.
Oh, dear. It's a big day.
It is a big day. It's a lot of responsibility.
It is. I think Winter's excited.
Yeah? He looks pretty excited. So, I'm thinking I'm gonna get 2 tests, because I'm really fertile, and I need to make sure, like, you know. I don't know, think it's a good idea?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. You know, I was actually kind of thinking maybe we should go to Hardware, and we should pick up a broom, in case I am pregnant.
Why a broom?
Smack me in the tummy.
Oh my god. Why don't you get some freaking coat hangers while you're at it?
They don't make wire coat hangers anymore. Come on, Memory, be realistic about this.
Pretty sure they do.
I don't think they do.
Now what are you getting? Oh, you are getting the coat hangers.
Just in case. Just in case. Let's go.
I was wondering if you've seen... No.
God, Jesus Christ. So, now we're gonna wait 2 minutes and then see what the results are gonna be. Okay? You know, it's kind of weird. Like, I know this whole thing is just, you know, this is just a goof, it's a gag, I'm having fun, but like, wouldn't it be interesting if I was pregnant? I mean, of course, you know, guys can't get pregnant, but like, you know, if I could, that'd be interesting. What would I name it? Like, if it was a boy, Bertram. Yeah, Bertram Holiday. And what if, like, there was some weird genetic thing, like, it came out all strange. Like it had flippers or like 3 eyes or something. And like, what kind of a person would they grow up to be? Oh, dude, what if they majored in gender studies when they grew up? Oh, God. This would be kind of like that movie, Junior, with Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's not a tumor. What if it turns out that I'm not pregnant and I have a tumor? What would I name my tumor? Lena Dunham. Yep, that's what I'd name my tumor. That's about 2 minutes. Okay, let's check it out. Alright, and as you can see, it's a single line, which means not pregnant. It's quite a relief, but to be sure, we're going to take a second test. Let's do this.
So are you finished with... Oh, dude. Son of a bitch.
Well, dodge that bullet. Whew, man, I gotta tell you, I feel so relieved. So relieved. I was starting to feel kind of bloated, but I guess it's all the beer. Anyway, let's go collect our final thoughts. Yeah. Let's go. All right, so final thoughts. I think it's interesting. I'm taking these challenges seriously. I know some people might be seeing me taking part in the Feminist 2K challenge as, you know, oh haha, this is a good reason to poop on feminism. Nah, that's not why I'm doing it. Not at all. I'm doing it, and I'm more excited to do it now because so far the focus doesn't really necessarily seem to be on oppression. This is not a oppression, but instead something to try and empathize with some of the individual experiences that women might experience and men might not understand. And I can understand that effort. It makes sense to me, the impetus for this kind of a thing. Now, I do think it would be interesting to formulate a counter challenge, maybe once this one is over, or maybe alongside it as well. But because there are individual experiences that men and women will experience, at least in America or most places in the West, that are different from each other. Now, as far as taking a pregnancy test goes, how do I feel about that? Well, I mean, the fear of an unplanned pregnancy is a palpable fear, but I think it's also shared by men as well if they're aware of it. I think when the first warning signs happen of the possibility of being pregnant and you weren't planning on it, that is usually something that will affect the woman first because she's going to notice it because it's part of her biology. Is that an individual experience that men probably would not be able to understand? Sure. Do I think this test really helped me understand that apprehension? Not really. Not really. I think it's because I can kind of empathize with, it's the same thing with any kind of test results. Like, for anybody who's taken an STD test, you know, and maybe you had some risky sex one night, and, you know, you go and get tested, and sometimes those can take a long time to get your results back. There's a palpable fear. You know, your mind can play all sorts of tricks on you. There is a little bit of a difference in that because having a baby is not necessarily a completely negative thing. You know, having an STD is a negative thing. Nobody wants STDs. Or if you do, don't call me. But, you know, having a baby, I suppose you can go through kind of the process of like, well, I didn't want one, but maybe it would be great. Maybe it would be the best thing for me. It's such a subjective, personalized experience. I don't know. It's interesting. But I do like doing these challenges because it gives me an opportunity to do something different than I usually do. And it does make me think. It really does. And so far, there's been nothing like regressive or like obnoxious in it at all. You know, if there's a girl power message behind it, fine, that's okay. You wanna do your girl power, that's cool. I'm not gonna bash on it. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. I think the next one is coming out this morning when I'm making this video, and I am intentionally holding off a week before making the videos because I don't really want my videos to influence other people's challenges. You know, I don't want to taint the test results, so I'm doing mine at the end of the week because fair is fair. I'm not here to disrupt anybody's challenge. I'm just here to take part in it because it's honestly, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun. Anyway, that's it for this week. We'll see you again in a week for another one of these videos, and probably in a few days for something else that I do. We'll see. Anyway, have a great one. Bye. You're filling my bladder memory.
Yeah, this thing was not meant to be filled with water. The seam is shitty.
Wow, I didn't really think this through. Now I have to clean the whole fucking bathroom again before I can finish filming. Fuck.